All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of the second season of ACS, the Artifact Championship Series, organized by me and Nine. Been a while. I didn't expect the beta to come out so early, so thought there's gonna be a lot of time to plan for these finals, and then the beta came out, and stuff happened, so whatever. So here we are today for the grand finals between diQ and RazDva. Gonna be a good one, best of 7, same format as previously, obviously. This is a fake double in limb, so there is no advantage for the person coming from the upper bracket. 250 euros up for grabs, so thanks for everyone who donated towards the prize pool. So yeah, one of these guys is gonna walk out with that, so that's pretty sweet. And yeah, we're still like about 50 minutes off, so probably what I'll do is we'll do an introduction of the decks and everything else, and while we finish setting up for the event. So I'm just gonna join my fellow co-casters, Baby and not Rashid.
It's on 2.0.
Yo, what up, guys?
What's up, 9?
So I think all of you should have spectating on. So if you don't, let me know. But I think I made all of you admins. So let's go. Let's put some sound on.
And the creeps are everything's so much bigger. They can actually see detail.
Oh man.
But Raz is playing a 47 mono blue card deck.
God, I missed the imps.
He got 2 and 1 for me's in his list, so he teched hard for the mirror for this matchup. See if he'll actually get it though, because 47 is a lot of cards.
All right, so we're gonna be seeing Raz contesting left lane, the most important lane of 1.0, as we all know. Oh, and he's got the one for me. So, but it doesn't look like the diQ's got a big high roll in terms of gold generation going. So let's see what he can do with these couple of ganks and pick off. But oh, there's the Iron Fog in the track. Oh, that hurts.
You had to jinx it, dude. You had to.
Yeah, but to draw that on second round, man, feels bad.
Better than not drawing it, though.
That is true. I'll give you that. So what are we looking at here? Because there's no actual real good target to track. He did pick off anyway, so tracking in lane 1 is off the board. And now...
Well, it's important. It's important to note here that as the way things are standing right now, Raz is only killing 1 melee creep and getting to 2 gold by the end of this turn, which is not enough to buy a TP scroll, which would be a reason not to buy the track, not to use the track if Raz can get a TP scroll with initiative. But since he knows that's not possible, I think he should actually put that track onto Zeus. Because at 2 gold at the end of this turn, I don't think he's going to be able to save. So yeah, I think you gotta just drop those 3 cards this turn. I mean, now he's gonna be placing the Iron Fog in the wrong lane as well. So
yeah, that
not
feels
sure if that was the most efficient.
Well, it seems to favor the tower damage, but yeah, let's see how that treats him. Because in this version of Mono Blue, the Mystic Flare clears up a lane real easily. So.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Normally, mono blue decks, they've been trained this whole time to play really passively and hold on to those eclipses and annihilations and kill cards. But with the burst potential of the mono black,
oof.
And diQ, I'm sorry, but I gave him advice. Like I don't mean to rag on him right now, but I don't know how else to say it besides pissing money away right now. And like this healing salve, this TP scroll.
Yeah, the placement of the Iron Fog, and now he draws the Payday, which had he played
Exactly.
in another way, it would have paid him off.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But as before, like you said before, it's better to draw it than not draw it, because that's how he's gonna overwhelm the opponent anyway. And he's up to 24, so.
he also just failed to. One, he didn't heal his Lich. He should have healed his Lich, and he also didn't. He didn't pull a card. I guess he was scared of at any cost in mid. But
Raz's hand is like bricked. He's just got these 3 Arcane Assaults and they won for me, and he's got nothing to copy.
That's what I was saying,
sorry
bro.
to interrupt you guys. Thanks for the raid, Opsy. So welcome everyone. There is a delay on the stream, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit to hear this. But welcome. Yeah, go for it. Sorry. Out comes the Payday.
yeah, and he's still gonna get a lot of value out of it anyway. Raz goes for the newbie Arcane Assault, which you'll only see from a good player when they absolutely have to. So, and he multicasts it for good measure. So,
How tempted
that's
are
an
you
absolute.
to buy that Apotheosis Blade? I don't know.
Well, it's much better. I'd actually be thinking about it because it's really good against blue. Just being able to destroy those improvements. And also the
He gets
damage
it.
as well. And he goes for it.
Yeah, he's gonna get to N1 for Mead though.
Yeah. Blue heroes with Apo Blade. Always a good time, right?
It's just that gank makes the card much better, so blue struggles with that. But let's see. We're up to 6 mana. There is no Annihilation in Raz's hand, so. And he hasn't hit those famed Stonehall plates, which should give him a big advantage in this match. So, you know, despite everything that we've been saying and the sequence of drawing from diQ and so on, it feels like he's definitely in this game. So,
Ooh, gets the at any cost.
Ooh, and with so another play I didn't really appreciate from diQ is we didn't get a TP scroll last turn, so I think the end cost would be really nice here, but he's definitely going to want to get it in mid, which is where it'd be much better. However, he's going to know that he could get hip fired into killed in mid right here. Obviously diQ doesn't have that, but Raz is going to be playing around that hip fire into coup de grace right now. So holding the initiative is quite risky, and so that's why he's going to go for the ACOS right here. But now, diQ is forced to try to get a TP on one of these heroes, which is not how you really wanted to be TPing, because his first lane is completely open next turn, with 2 deployments coming out from Raz. Oh, and I don't like this trade at all. He feels like he has to for losing a hero, because he's afraid to use the coup de grace and discard a powerful item, but now he doesn't have a TP, because if he TPs out, he's losing this lane. He's losing out on a lane next turn. I mean, he'll still probably have to.
Interesting.
It's probably best here because you still hit lethal on this tower, but
yeah, and realistically, what can Mono Blue do at 7 mana? Like, that's gonna, like,
I mean,
break
yeah,
his back
Eclipse
or
is it.
so.
Eclipse is at 3 charges. It's not doing anything.
So
yeah, you just don't want to miss out on a lane of mana. So right now he's gonna have to TP and then put the Blink Dagger on and then TP back, or blink back into mid after playing out of first. So this is 100% Mystic Flare.
Yeah, of all the options, that has to be it.
Yeah.
Doesn't multicast. But he's got triple Arcane Assault, so we're gonna have to see a very good sequence from Raz now. 16
Should
gold.
hold that horn. Definitely hold that horn.
Oh, Raz finally gets the Stonehold Plate and a Blink Dagger. And a Cloak of Endless Carnage. This is a good item around for him.
Definitely.
Opsy said, "Oh, you're playing 1.0 rip."
Yeah, so
Can you refund a raid?
honestly, guys, if you've been watching 2.0 and if you haven't seen any 1.0 gameplay, enjoy.
Yeah, this game's a lot better. Sorry.
I was waiting for that.
That's okay. But
Raz has got an interesting decision here because he has to worry about the chain frost, so he doesn't want to put both heroes here. But if he only puts one, then he easily gets cooed or assassinated. But at the moment, diQ does not have the chain frost in his hand.
yeah, you could draw it right here. You always gotta assume they have it. I really don't like the double deploy. I think one is perfectly fine if you're only going against one hero right now. It's not a big deal if Tinker takes a hero down and hits the tower here. You still have 2 deploys next turn. But he doesn't draw it, so that's nice.
Yeah, no chain. There's double assassinate and double coup. Tough.
I will say it's a little unnerving to see diQ get 4K'd there when he bought the Fountain Flask. I mean, he was sitting on that Fountain Flask for several turns, but he did end up using it to try to hold initiative. But I think that might actually be his downfall this game, as he's really running into... I mean, it's just so hard to miss out on a turn like this against Mono Blue.
Target locked.
Saying that, though, like, there's not a ton that Raz can actually do
Yeah.
with his hand.
It's too early to punish is what I meant last round as well. Is it doesn't really matter that much because Mono Blue cannot punish you at 7 mana.
Yeah, fair enough. But the longer the game goes on, the harder it's going to be to burst lethal onto another tower. I mean, he got that early lethal, but...
The mortal flesh needs protection.
Definitely. And it also makes it so that deployment's going to be super important next round. It's going to be game defining. And obviously both players have to play around those annihilations and those train frosts because we haven't seen any of those yet.
Oh, another
Oh
multi-custom
my
initiative.
My god, it's got initiatives for ages.
Nice.
One thing that will not be missed.
Ooh. And look, if he didn't hold the horn, he would have been able to afford the horn in the middle.
Bad advice, bad advice.
I mean, what can I say? Yeah.
Alright,
So right now he's scared to deploy in the first to add value to the annihilation, which will surely come out.
I don't know. He's not. That's why he's not second 3. But Raz is putting so far Luna there.
I'm almost surprised that he's putting Luna there. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to go for a one-man annihilation.
He doesn't have annihilation, so he can't.
Yeah, he does.
Does he?
He does,
Oh, yeah,
does,
he
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird then. That is weird.
I wouldn't have put Luna there. And maybe he second-guessed himself, but he might be a little annoyed when he sees another hero into this lane. I still think it might be worth it to annihilate. I mean, you've got Sky coming back next turn. It's a really comfortable.
Don't you think he just wants to charge Eclipses?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want Luna dead.
It's 4 right now, so
Yeah,
like,
so I think
if she dies, then this is pretty much a bricked card.
Yeah, I think what he wants here is to see diQ make a move with an assassinate or something, and then blink Luna over and annihilate. It's just gonna be tough to pull out. But I think that's what he's going for. He's got 2 very bad eclipses in hand, and upping those to 5 is gonna make a huge difference.
I'm telling you, the and one for me's are really awkward.
Appreciated.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be a comfortable time to play them.
I think he's gotta drop the blink and bait the assassinator to coup. Right? I don't see how he gets out of the stalemate otherwise.
Well, he's trying to set up for the Annihilation next turn, and if Luna dies, he still has Skyrat coming in to do it.
Ooh.
The stage will gladly pay for your
And now the
services,
Annihilation
bounty
is denied.
hunter.
He has the Incarnation in hand, so next turn he can pop off if he needs to. Problem is, he's going to be dealing with some cross lane plays here.
Well,
Like
here comes the one for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what does it achieve though? Kills
And
the
will we
Tinker.
get the right card? Yeah.
Exactly. And even if he gets a cloak on the Luna, he doesn't really draw anything, so... But I guess if you're gonna use the Unrunner for me, are you gonna wait? So he's gotta be weighing how much he wants initiative in mid right now. Alright.
Oh,
Gets a cloak. Not ideal.
There's a reason I'm the best.
But he can
to
protect.
say the least.
Yeah, I can protect the Luna from a chain frost or something at least, and assassinate as well.
A tribute to
Oh,
the
what?
gods.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Am I
I
missing
think he was
something? here?
scared of hip fire. He's gonna take a lot of damage.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good
Don't
point.
mess
Hipfire
with
would do a
professional.
crazy amount of damage, and look, he's taking lethal.
It's dead.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
dead.
we didn't see that. Oh my
Back in the fight.
goodness, we did
Wow.
not see that.
Time to get to work.
Alright, Mono Blue gets the matchup that he
Wow.
wanted, but fails to
And that's the burst.
execute.
And that's the burst that I was talking about. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying, is that you actually want to go for the more... See, the Annihilation right there. That's what I was saying. You don't want to hold those in hand, because you can get bursted.
And it's
So you gotta just tempo them out, but
Yeah.
that's not what Mono Blue usually does.
and it's super ironic because like we were against dropping the Luna there. He drops the Luna, and then because he has the Luna, he doesn't annihilate and locks himself out of it. It was a poor sequence. All right, but that's the first game. That's a very good game to start off with. I'm gonna say I was excited. Oh man, I missed this.
Yeah.
That's the IQ out of one copy of Mono Black. So let's just strike that out. So for those of you who haven't seen the ACS before, the way this works is if you win with a deck, you cannot play it again. But players are allowed to submit a couple of decks, and there are bans involved and so on. So basically, Mono Black, the IQ can still play Mono Black because he submitted 2 copies, but he can only win one more game with it. And Raz is not locked of any decks besides his second copy of Mono Red that was blocked. It's a bit of a strange format, but I think it's worked out fine for the most part.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of Raz's Mono Blue. Like, you don't want to try to use Mono Blue to counter Mono Black. Like, it's just avoid it if you can. And if you should be trying to use it to counter the Mono Red, not the Mono Blue, not the Mono Black.
But that's why I think just the Stonehall plate would have been more than enough tech. I mean, I don't think the N1 for me has actually really helped that much against Black. And we kind of saw it right there. It was pretty worthless in my opinion, but...
Okay, both players want to keep going, so let's keep going. So that's the IQ up one game. I'm trying my best not to screw up the stream, because if I screw anything up, there's a 7-minute delay.
diQ puts in the black deck again.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm screwing this up. Where's the...
I don't want to ask about the deck that you have in there.
Me? I have no idea what I pressed. What
I'm
did
just
I
not
press?
saying-
Let's see.
I
A
don't know,
lion
but
and
the
Rix?
fact that-
Ooh, spicy. Yeah, don't ask, because I wouldn't know what to say anyway.
I mean, like, at some point, you put these cards in a list and hit save. And
He's obviously playing a 2.0 list.
yeah, he imported a 2.0 list on accident.
Alright, so we're gonna see Mono Black versus Red Green Ramp. This is the high roll matchup. It's like going to Las Vegas. Who do you favor?
I hate this matchup so much, man.
Me
I'll say
too.
that.
This matchup fucking sucks as mono.
I think everybody loses in this matchup, personally. But
I like the Omni version that Raz is playing, because I've seen Omni take the game by himself basically. But players are in, so let's have a look. Any interesting things in this? Any specific interesting details in the deck lists? Let's have a look.
well, I can't see it right now. I need one of them to play a card. I will say, diQ put 11 items instead of 10 into his mono blacklist. He's running a demagicking wall, and that works against pretty much all of Raz's deck list. He's kind of an improvement guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that was an alright addition.
Triple Assassin's Veil. Wow.
For the glory of Stonehall.
Don't think I remember seeing any deck with Triple Assassin's Veil besides Mono Black Aggro.
No, that is new. I've never seen Raz run ramp with 3 Assassin's Veil. I wonder why he has that.
So this is, I think, sometimes a problem in card games where people over tech for a matchup, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I know. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if
losing
he.
value.
I wonder if he made some slight changes to the deck, expecting to play a certain matchup, and if it might come back and bite him in the butt. But
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't put Stonehall plates in this list. Because like, if you want to, this is the list you want to have to be countering mono black. Like, seems like
isn't that more mono red though?
Somewhat, yeah. But I mean, both can do it. So like, you want to protect this list from mono black somewhat, you know. Like you said, it seems like he put more of an emphasis on trying to have specific decks versus specific lists. But the problem is it's a blind pick, so he doesn't know what he's facing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I almost feel like ramp is one of the lists that you want to try to leave towards the end in this sort of format. But I don't know, man. I feel like Raz has played the format really well previously. So
Cannot overcome.
all right, and this is where we're gonna see Omni just dominate the lane. His card is so strong, man, in certain matchups.
Yeah, this lane is pretty much untouchable. It'll never be able to get marched or chain frost. I mean,
there is double march in the diQ's hand. It's just it becomes so difficult.
yeah, and lane 3 looks like a horrible place to march as well. Unfortunate stuff here, for sure.
Well, let's see if we'll see if the diQ's top of the deck is collaborating this time around. You got lucky with the draws last game for sure.
Well, we all know what's going to happen here.
That's what we were expecting. But let's see. He's got a relatively high-end hand right now.
Yeah, he can spring out of lane 1. And then next turn Emissary. So, what it's going to come down to is... Oh, and see, yeah, diQ, once again, pissing money away, dude. Oh my god. Why did he buy this? Okay, so that's just wrong. I'm sorry. So what he should be doing is trying to get to Helm right now. You're tunnel visioning for Helm or Vesture. So in this matchup, the 19 cost items actually end up becoming more valuable than the Horn, because Vesture can slow down an 80 lane, and obviously Helm will be able to steal that Emissary next turn. But diQ just, he pisses money away. So
It's been working for him, dude. Let's see how it treats him this game.
he should probably be trying to double march this lane, right?
I mean,
Something.
now that there's the
In
centaurs,
time, each of you will die.
Yeah.
I think the difference is with the money is it matters a little bit less versus mono blue because you just have such a great matchup versus them in the first place. But in these, like when you're facing red, you really have to be smart with your money because getting gold is going to be a lot harder.
Exactly. I mean, you kind of need those heals sometimes against blue, but in this matchup, he's going to need that money, and that blink dagger is just not worth it at all right now for that little bit of damage. I don't know. I guess he can set up a kill, but the thing is, he wants to be setting up for turn 7 instead to clear them both and make sure that there's no deployments anymore out of that lane. So, if anything, he's not going to want to go for this march and to pick off onto LC. I think that would be a mistake.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not generating any gold this round. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you know, if he didn't spend that, what is that, 10 gold, he'd be at 14. Well, I guess he still wouldn't be able to get it, but still, he's going to be in a tough spot next turn. I mean, getting a high roll on gold is how you make a comeback this game, because you can't count on getting the actual removal damage through to clear with your units. I mean, you need items to win in this matchup. And diQ's just...
Man.
He doesn't...
Red-green is just slapping. Let's see how much damage these two marches do, though.
This could be...
It's gonna be a quick one, huh? Looks like, for now. There is a chain for us, so if diQ survives this... Oh, double chain for us, okay. I take that back.
Just getting started.
No TOT.
He could clear this.
There is an emissary.
But he doesn't have Chain Frost mana, though. He's only on 6.
Yeah, exactly.
So the best... All he could do is just prevent one of the colors.
He needs to survive this round.
Then he probably will pick off on LC, but it's the wrong color to take out, unfortunately. And it'll protect the Centaur archers. We'll be able to survive one more turn of March.
That was fun.
No, I think he'd probably rather All Seeings right here and then use that in mid. Am I crazy with the stars? I guess he wouldn't have to use stars right here, but...
Allow the quorum to be of assistance.
You cannot.
Now Grunt would take a kill on one of these. I'm a little surprised he doesn't want to do that.
Protect me.
Well, he could heal it, so there's that too. So now he can.
Okay, now he can.
Yeah. Nice patience
Not
from
afraid.
diQ. Dude, these games almost make me feel like Omni was a sleeper throughout the whole long haul, man.
I don't think he's a sleeper. I mean, look right now, his card is just dead in hand. And
But it wanted him a lane, though, like... He's so hard to kill.
I think he's going to win that lane anyway. Like, if you look at it without the All Seeing...
Somehow survive at first, which, I don't know, it's going to be hard, but we'll see.
As much as we were talking about how bad it is, he's still close to lethal in these first and third lane. And it looks like he's going to get last lane this turn. However, I don't think Lich can stop lethal against these 3 heroes.
Yeah.
At least he can't die right now.
Alright, so guys, sorry for that. I think the problem was that I pressed F3 by mistake on... I changed scenes on OBS and for some reason it crashed. Alright, we're back up, but since there is delay, there's going to be a few minutes without gameplay.
Here we go. With Green not having any plays.
Yeah, that was really nice to take out Red right there, realizing that's his only way to be lucky right here. Realizing one of the emissaries has already been played. Box him out of the color, and it's going to be all the way until next turn before we see a red card played.
This game is ending up being much closer than it looked like.
Although at the same time, none of his things are taking any damage. Like, the one creep is taking 1 damage because he's got 2 all-seeing favors in this lane. So... Chain Frost is not really going to do anything next turn.
And against his will, diQ might be able to pick up a expensive item next turn.
And fury.
Right, blocks the creep, prevents the lethal.
He has one creep blocker with green, the RazDva Druid.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about All Seeing's Favor, dude. Like, I don't think Omni Knight is underrated. I think he's straight Garbo. Like, just looking at that All Seeing's Favor in hand. Oh, that pulls an emissary though.
It just makes me feel like Raz shouldn't have necessarily abandoned mid completely, but I don't know.
Might have been too soon. I mean, he did kind of yeet both of his heroes out of there when he was pushing 80, you know?
Yeah.
But the burst damage, it makes people nervous, you know?
Nothing will deny me victory.
That's March number 3. Just the amount of damage that the marches have dealt to the towers
Here at the quorum's
kind of absurd.
Alright. Well, you might as well Fountain Blast this now, right?
I won't forget this.
The all-seeing one wishes to lend us his aid.
Alright. Goes up to 3 mana.
Those who abuse
It's gonna drop the Rose Leaf.
I bring wisdom and power.
Okay, so both players passing initiative back. They want their plays more than they want initiative here.
Oh, and the Veil coming into play.
What's Chain Frost really going to do in first lane with all of these big boys in there?
Yeah, it's pretty worthless. And now he's not too worried about getting lethal in first lane because he's defending third.
Exactly. Kind of makes you think if the march was on time or not.
Wow,
Like
Wingfall Hammer.
He did not just fucking buy that, dude.
He did.
He did not. I'm not commenting on that. I'm just.
How was he expecting to do it that exactly?
I'm not gonna say anything about that, dude.
I mean,
Like,
it might push for damage.
I'm pretty sure that's just an insult to the commentary booth, is what it is. I mean, there's no other way to look at this. Is that he's just insulting us and the ACS with this wingfall hammer.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's not talk too early.
15 seconds remaining.
Like RTN says, maybe the 4 damage. I mean, the way the game is looking, it might be relevant actually. Anyway, initiative for
5 seconds
diQ.
remaining.
Double Chain Frost.
I'm just saying,
didn't
diQ
push
should
everything
take
here.
coaching. diQ should ask Barbosa for coaching lessons on how to spend in this game.
Ah, that's unfair to Barbosa. You guys are mean.
It's an interesting decision, though, not putting the LC here. Because now he can just take out the axe. And
But I think having the march there, he probably felt like what he needs to do is defend lane 3.
Yeah, I think he's just worried about lane 3, and he's perfectly safe over there. He's out of assassinate range as well with the LC. So I don't even know if you'd really want to put the emissary here. I mean, why not in last, right?
I mean, there is the Berserker's Call. Let's have a look at lane 3. Oh, the LC landed on the left. I guess he could kill
Okay.
Sniper.
What if the Wingfall Hammer is just mind games and Raz
What?
thinks it's the
Bluff,
helmet?
bluff. Well, I mean, that's the only reason to actually have it is to bluff a 19 cost right now.
yeah, doesn't
And that
Raz just win in last line? At this point, he just berserkers and then
There is a blink on the bounty. And there is
Yeah.
a sacrifice. So you
Yeah,
can
he
draw
has to.
cards. But there's obviously the blink on the tree as well, so. as it stands, this is an upkeep kill on the tower, but
See how your army grows
he
strong.
needs to move. Dropping an emissary will block the lethal.
So now he can draw 3 cards instead of 2. Because he's going to be able to shoot that Disciple with his Tinker. And use his Lich Sacrifice. So I think he definitely needs to do that because he's in dire straits right now.
You know what's about to happen, don't you?
I can't. I can't. Oh my god, did I just see Wingfall? I looked away for the animation, fortunately, so I didn't see it. So
It does not exist. It does not exist.
Yeah, I've still never seen it before. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so
Lich
that's
goes
good.
away without sacrificing.
Without sacrificing or Tinker pulling. My eyes, they're bleeding. They're bleeding.
This is why Raz should have put LC in first lane. Because now, the wrong move, he can easily just take this lane. Because he can blink the bounty over too.
Oh boy. Oh boy. There's still the question of dealing those final 12 damage on the right though. So, yeah, Raz says, screw this. I'm out.
How did he not sacrifice right there? Oh, and the curve. Oh, dude, how is he not bluffing this? I don't know what to say, dude. Just disappointed. You know when your parents used to say they're not mad, they're disappointed. That's me.
There's a nicely lined up Berserkers. How much damage does Chain Frost do?
Chain Frost is just worthless. It's just a waste card right now. But he can't afford to play Chain Frost and pickups, but it's kind of all he got. I mean, if he can just kill the LC, he's putting the bounty's hitting the tower down himself, but it'll get blocked.
That's the thing Raz is having to deal with, is like he's got to kill these other guys, or at least he thinks he does, because he doesn't know if he has a coup or not, to kill the LC, but at the same time, if he does that, then he loses his LC and doesn't have any red to play removal anymore.
Exactly, and he's not going to be able to get back up to enough mana to play anything else besides All Seeing's Favor. But dude, I'm telling you, like, All Seeing's Favor sucks.
I don't know, it doesn't suck, it's just not like OP in certain circumstances.
Well, I mean, this was a triple March game as well. That might have played a role, but yeah, I
not really. I mean, if anything, the All-Seeing's one favorite countered the Marches.
Let's see what happens next.
In the after the other one's expired. Oh, he gets it.
Wow,
Okay, that was
quadruple bounce.
disgusting to watch.
I don't think it's going to save him though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's enough, if I'm honest.
And watches over us.
I mean,
Look
look
at
at
all
All
the healing
Seeing's
that's
Favor.
happening. You know,
Yeah,
nothing's dying.
And he really wants to sacrifice, but he's not gonna be able to.
I won't abandon you.
I mean, I guess you could just take the 2 extra damage. It's not the end of the world, but with the 3 swaps, it's gonna be.
No, he doesn't know. He hasn't read that card, dude.
Oh, the hell!
Look at that. He can't afford it. He can't afford it. Holy shit, dude.
Wow, he got Clazzerated.
Oh, he just buys it, dude.
So triggering to you. He just wants to trigger you. This is his entire game plan. Win and trigger you at the same time.
Dude, he's gonna lose this game. Like, man, he'll get the Wingfall Hammer, but he won't get the helm. He bought a fucking Wingfall Hammer last turn, guys. That's why he can't buy that helm right now. Because the wing, look at it. Oh my god. Look, you can do it every turn. It's still shining.
Alright, so there's a window. There's a window for Raz to just win the game here. So
Duel. He's got Jaggers.
Jasper's into duel.
Yeah, but this still doesn't push that much damage.
No, that's 10 damage.
That's just precisely lethal.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm operating from the perspective of Raz being like he might have a blocker.
Oh, sure, yeah. Spring's interesting. Still allows him to achieve his plan.
Wait, he dies to the duel. Oh, he'll have to put on the veil. He has veil. I was gonna say Wingfall Hammer? Maybe it's not something.
Nice.
Nope, no, it's bad again. However,
But he's not looking at dueling Tinker, right? I mean, he wants the IQ to spend mana so it can duel the creep and win. But he's gotta drop Jaspers, that's the painful part.
actually, he does want it. He has the Fountain Flask, so he is going to be wanting to.
Oh, right, okay. But he has only one duel, though, so... It's still the matter
He also
of,
has to get rid of his blink to go for the Jaggers. I mean, it's actually a committal.
Yeah, if he drops daggers, then he's clearly signaling to DIQ that he's gonna go for an alpha strike here. So I'm not sure I like it.
And now he doesn't have it on the table anymore.
Like
If he could
Lazarine
only,
coming in clutch for the blocker in green.
if he could only see Raz's hand, or DIQ's hand, where he has no blockers whatsoever, he could just go for the duel right now and win the game.
Yeah, this is
But
a
he's too
problem
scared.
with Mono Black, yeah. They don't have that many blockers. The one grunt is gone. 2 disciples are gone. I mean, actually, if he looks through it, there's like 3 or 4 creeps left in the deck.
Oh, it looks like he just loses the game and lost anyway.
Yeah, he's just gonna go for TOT, probably.
Yeah, and then he can still duel.
Is there any way that DIQ gets a draw?
No, I mean, Chain Frost is just worthless, right?
He goes first, so possible if
draw-
he can make a hole
You can draw
somewhere.
2 cards. But, TOT is just... the perfect answer. TOT with duel.
Chain wrong.
Yeah, because the problem is he has to play a hole here, and he doesn't even do that.
Yeah, he
Pick-
can't get
You can
enough for
pick
lethal
off
right
the
here.
tree.
That's still 2 off. If he picks off the 3 off for the tree, 2 off for the in front of PA.
Yeah, and there's still the duel. So TOT's coming out, and the duel is the insurance.
Will not claim.
Doesn't even matter. He's out of mana, so he's just gonna TOT, and then
Oh yeah, exactly.
that's game over.
Let's pick
Didn't
a
even need
thought,
to
shall
actually.
we?
He just
Doesn't even
the Jaspers.
All right.
All right.
Bam.
Like I said, 5-0.
Isn't it
Already.
1-1?
It's already 1-1. Yeah,
It's
5-0. Yeah. The
Bringing the
clutch math
calls.
skills there, Rashid. The clutch math skills.
All right, so that's Raz out of his red-green ramp. Let's update the board here.
So is DIQ gonna play Mono Black 3rd time in a row, or would that just be too obvious?
If something looks too obvious, it might be actually, it becomes good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Because there's no way he can do it. So, you know, maybe it's actually the play.
I think he might just do it. Well, I mean, we were saying right before the start that like DIQ is the brute force guy. That's what a brute
Yeah,
force
just-
player would do, right? So.
Play my best deck. No, I don't have any more. Next best deck. You know, just jam it down.
So let me see which. Oh, why am I going and build a deck, dude? Let's load our Lion Rix deck. Yeah, and he goes for mono black again.
I guess mono blue.
Oh, nice.
Right, time for some revenge, it looks like.
I love how Raz is playing his mono blue into the mono black.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
No, he doesn't. He thinks he wants it, but he doesn't want it.
You think the secret is that he really doesn't? Well, he thinks he does. Let's see if he gets some Stone Hall Blades this time around.
So we have a good flop for Raz, but a great hand for diQ.
Ooh.
That being said, the enemy cost is one of the best cards in the game against black, for sure. The flimsiness of their heroes. So wherever he he deploys here, he's going to be at risk of getting anything costed. Last lane is actually safest now because Bounty will survive.
But it's a Zeus.
Being left of...
So.
No, but the Zeus can't kill him now that he took 2 damage.
Oh, true.
So scroll it in again.
He loves the scrolls, man.
He got TP scroll, and he's got payday in his list.
He has the payday in his hand. I can't watch. Dude. Okay. Here's what makes it more painful. diQ asked me for advice, and we played some practice games together before this. And, you know, it's diQ, so I begrudgingly accepted, of course. But I mean, I told him to stop pissing money away, and he won't. Oh my gosh.
Well, if he's doing it, it's because he believes it's the correct play. So
it's not.
Let's see how. Listen, he hasn't. It's been working for him. I don't know how else to put it. Maybe
is it working?
It did not work for him last game. He dodged the helm because
he got a fucking
wingfall hammer the round before, dude.
It's also 50-50, and he won the matchup he should win. The mono blue matchup.
It is true.
So
it is true. Okay.
And that's the thing. We're gonna see the one for me in his.
Okay, I'll stop playing devil's advocate here. Okay.
I mean, I've played the one for me in blown up blue, and it just doesn't really work. It just doesn't.
I mean, because I think it works better as a counter against the blue-black economy deck, but this deck isn't focused on just pumping out big items. It's kind of just a feature to the deck.
Do you think it might be a playstyle thing where, like, a player like diQ, who's like just brute forcing his way, he's not afraid of dropping items, but maybe another player will be scared of playing something, afraid of N1 for me? I don't know.
I mean, he didn't brute force his items last time. He held that Apotheosis blade until he knew he could play it.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, I'm not trying to call him a bad player. I'm just like trying to say, like, maybe.
I mean, if anything, the way he's playing his items with not saving up for the big items is actually helping him counter one for me because it makes this a dead card, pretty much. Because the rest of the mono black package is good enough to beat mono blue, and then it helps that he put 47 cards in his deck instead of like 43 or 44 or maybe even less. Like he's got a ton of inconsistency in his draws.
That is true. The South. Oh, he takes it.
Dude, he just... I can't.
Nice coaching, baby. Nice coaching, mono black captain.
Oh my god, he's doing it all wrong, dude. Like... I can't watch,
I'm more surprised he didn't buy the Ristal, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Ristal is great with Chain Press.
Healing Cell coming in clutch right here.
I mean, it's not gonna be bad on Lich right now. I mean, it's not horrible. If any matchup that you're gonna buy it's this one. The TP is not horrible because he can leave out and go back to lane 1 now, but
I mean, Raz did get a little lucky, I think, getting the dimensional portals this early.
Now is the time to strike.
yeah, absolutely.
And that makes a huge difference, particularly in this game because diQ doesn't have March.
So he is going to be able to take a quick burst on lane 3. It's going to be able to go down next turn because he can hit fire into a pickoff, and the only thing that's going to stop it then is going to be a blink dagger. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the proc because he'd like to 2-tap it with bounty So it might be a little bit uncomfortable now.
Good.
Now Bounty's dead.
Yeah, the minus armor. But the IQ goes up to 36, so let's see how much damage he's going to be able to do with that.
Why didn't he TP? He had bought the TP. That's like when you TP right now.
If he hadn't spent the gold, he'd have 12 more gold right here.
Which would be 24 more gold, right?
So he would have 6, and then doubling it would have given him 12. So he would have been able to buy the helm.
Oh, sorry, I've been playing 2.0.
Snopes is coming in, and they're confirming that this is a false.
So he should Aghanim Sanctum, put down Stonehall Plate, and copy Stonehall, right? Is that the play? I really think it is.
Yeah, I really like that play.
I'd rather copy the Stonehall than the Cloak, personally. I don't know. The Cloak's really good too, but...
Yeah, particularly at 6 mana.
Only needs the 1 in the first lane.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say, is now that I think about it, he only needs...
And Cloak of Endless Carnage right here would be sweet.
If it comes down, you think he might get cooed? I don't know. There's not enough to gain off the coup, in my opinion, but he goes for it anyway.
And it prevents the double draw, but that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, he is getting more kills, he's getting more money, and there's no way back into this lane. He knows it's a 10+4 in hand, so that unless there's some trickery by Raz, there's not going to be any TP or blink to be able to get back into this lane next turn. But with the lane still at 40 because of the Kana presence earlier, I'm not sure if this is where he's going to be wanting to focus those resources.
This will be useful.
Yeah, Raz is really desperate to draw more cards here.
Oh, I love the look on their faces.
Sure, and let's see if this game he uses that Annihilation a little bit more liberally. His last game,
I can work with this.
he was very patient with it, and it ended up being his downfall from the burst damage. With 3 heroes coming in this turn, it's always remarkable to see how quickly Mono Black can swing the game, even despite, you know, the poor performance earlier in the game.
There's that Wingfall Hammer again.
Watch, he's gonna fucking buy it right now.
You can't. Oh yeah, you can actually. It's only 19.
Oh my god, he's
considering it. He's thinking about it.
No, close the shop. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like,
that's what he really needed. He needed the cloaks.
I can't.
But the Chain Frost is not very useful in the first lane. And
yep. Exactly. I mean, he might as well use it on creeps in mid. The card's just dead now. I mean, and with having Chain Frost shut out of first lane and having the Aghanim's control over it, I think we're really.
15 seconds.
Oh, and he's got Thunder Gods in hand. He
Clips
can maybe
will be
multicast.
at 5 too. So that's why I had to put 2 things in the first lane.
Yeah, you know, maybe the coup de grace might have been the right idea because it's looking like he's going to want to put some pressure on mid, just because that Stonehall play is going to be such a pain to get through. And he misses proc. That would have been. Yeah.
Now Blizz gonna have a completely open first lane unless he blinks something over. He might do, because mid is empty. But he's still not pushing damage at this point, so.
Dude, I'm sorry, there's just so much unnecessary items.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's hand.
When Mono Black draws cards, Mono Black draws cards.
Yeah, right?
Not in 2.0.
I mean, he's out
Yeah, the
drawing
Cloak of
one
Endless
like-
Carnage.
Yeah.
I'll use this to fulfill my mission.
Now he can gank. Yep, there's that. I would 100% drop this Disciple here. You get 2 more cards out of it.
It's gonna blink over though.
Yeah, I would blink over and drop the Disciple for 2 more cards right now.
Actually, maybe he should have TP portaled that because
It's just one card, yeah.
yeah,
It's 2 cards. It kills the Tyler as well.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see the Tyler. Sure.
Now, how does this work?
And the thing about Tyler is sometimes it's good to take you off of Incarnation, but usually in this matchup you want Tyler to take 6 down to 5 and 10 down to 9. And that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, so losing the Tyler there would be worth it. And Disciple, you always
How can I
just drop the Disciple in this matchup. You can exchange it for cards and it's totally worth it. That's a little uncomfortable because now he's not really able to play that March. He really wanted to get that March down that round, but it was between that and lethal. So
well, the other thing too is if no creeps go in the first lane, then Chain Frost, or then oh yeah, it'll clear with Eclipse because the ping will hit and then it'll be 6 charges on the Eclipse, so the PA will die.
well, this is going to be his best turn to Chain Frost with the Ogre sitting on the bench. But he doesn't have the initiative to go for it, so he's going to be at his mercy right now.
Exactly.
And with he's got the Aghanim Sanctum. He's got what he doesn't have though is Arcane Assault. So let's see if he can pull into it. He's got plenty of opportunities to.
But he can't protect his heroes. He can't protect her from Assassinate too. He can do a bunch of stuff here.
I am without.
Yeah, another Ags and a Foresight here to go for it.
Maybe he finds the Assault.
Then again, his tower at mid is still in 40. He's not even in a tough spot there.
Befitting a member.
Yeah, and with big health coming onto this hero, I think I don't see much burst potential anymore because he's spent his money. That's the other thing, is he's not really in a position. Even if he were to pull another payday, he's not going to be able to comfortably play it and then have time to win off of it.
Like a weird decision to use the Diabolic there.
Yeah, it's not very mana efficient.
And it puts him in Chain Frost range as well, so I'm not sure he'll like it. But he really wants initiative, it looks like.
Isn't Storm with the Foresight a better chance to get it?
Yeah.
And Foresight would have been the same chance, but the idea is that he could have then Diabolic, I guess, afterwards. Now he's just got 3 mana he's not using.
I think the best way that diQ is going to have to win this game is to try to find a way to steal Incarnation.
Wait, what?
He wants to Foresight with the Ogre?
Yes. But then, yeah, there's...
Yeah, he's playing for Incarnation, looks like. Yeah, I think he comes to the conclusion of what Baby said. This tower is not gonna die.
I think the other thing, too, to think about is he does have a 47-card deck, so he's only got 27. He's got 27 cards left in his deck, so drawing 2 is not like exactly the greatest odds.
True. What he doesn't have now, though, is a card to fight for initiative, and diQ does, so...
Yeah, but you just put Ogre on first lane and you don't have to worry about it.
He is going to want to avoid getting bursted next turn, though. He needs to double deploy in mid. 100%. Play around Assassinate. He does have the Blink Dagger, so worst comes to worst, he'd be able to move his Luna over there.
Or
Next
his
turn if he
ogre.
has to.
Yeah, he has options.
With a safe deployment the following turn from Kana. He does have her at the fountain, which is nice.
And it is weird that he didn't healing solve the Luna, because I don't know. Getting Luna chain frosted in lane 1 feels... He's gonna feel bad if that happens.
Well, he's not going to chain frost because it just puts ogre there, and the armor prevents the chain frost from killing both.
Yeah,
not
but
to mention just the health.
Yeah, depends how he deploys, obviously, but if he wants to double deploy mid...
Well, Raz has the blink, so if he wants to, he can double deploy first lane, and then... Or it doesn't necessarily have to. It depends on what the creeps are, because the chain frost, or the eclipse will clear out the 2 heroes in there at the moment.
So, diQ really wants to pick up a 19 cost item that's not Wingfall Hammer to make Raz think that he has Helm next turn, to make him at least play around it. But if he's able to have the initiative into the clear in lane 1, he has the Aghanim Sanctum, so he can simply play Eclipse, refresh, and then put the Incarnation down. And even if he has a Wingfall Hammer or a Helm, it won't matter, you know. Gets the March down, but I think this March is too little too late. It's not going to have much effect.
I guess the only problem that Raz has at this point is he just hasn't really taken much towers stuff, so he's not really... And he doesn't have the dimensional portal now to proc with his Prey on the Weeks.
15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Vesture is not what you wanted, but it's better than nothing. He had Vesture, Horn, and Helm in there. Helm is definitely the best. Vesture's second best.
Yeah, you can't put both in the first lane now because they'll go get cleared with Eclipse.
It looks like the ogre's going left. He really needs to multicast the Foresight and draw a lot of cards.
Force surrender in 30
Oh, the IQ is low on time. Interesting.
Well, he's just going to be spamming spacebar here in a second, so I might be able to get some of it back.
Interesting. Putting the sniper in last lane, that's a little interesting.
What?
He's going for A? Or what?
I don't know his hand.
He's played 2 Disciples, hasn't he, already? No, just 1.
I don't understand how he's going to go for 80 here.
Well, he knew he didn't want it in first lane because it would just get Eclipse.
Yeah, but now
I guess he was worried about Incarnation then coming down and potentially having.
They're just gonna light the Thunder Gods, dude. I don't know. I don't like that play.
Alright, so he doesn't multicast it, so that was a waste of time, but that's fine.
He multicast the Compel though.
Not bad.
He wants to multicast one of those Thunder Gods, basically. Here we go. Oh boy.
It doesn't stop.
I don't know.
How many did you just play, dude?
Balanced.
You can't see this type of action in 2.0. Look at this shit. This is great. Oh my god.
You can't even generate this much mana in 2.0.
Yo, he can double Thunder Gods and clear lane 3. He just has to multi one of them to kill Lich in lane 2 as well. Easy peasy, obviously. I mean, and even if he doesn't, he's got he can just kill him with a Mystic Flare after taking initiative. He has Arcanes now, right? He's got a...
Yeah, and the Vestures didn't have a chance to come down, so it's gonna be an absolutely useless Vestures. Does he multicast? He does. Of course
he does.
Of course he does. There we go.
And now he can use the...
and another one.
Oh my god.
Who's a good ogre?
What am I
Who's a good ogre? Good
my
boy.
eyes.
Good boy. Good
Dude,
boy.
this ogre needs Man, I hope he's gonna take this ogre out to dinner after this game, because this is fucking...
I hope he pays for dinner.
Yeah, dude. Man. Yeah, that's GG. I mean, he can take initiative and kill PA.
So, like...
PA lands.
What we can do.
If you take Ogre out for dinner, does he eat for 2 or?
Not really sure why he put the double ignite in that lane. I would have put 1 in here and then 1 in the first lane.
I mean, tell you what. If he wins this shit, he's gonna be taking Ogre to a nice restaurant after this. I'll say that. Nice expensive restaurant.
Too easy.
Oh boy.
Just drop another incarnation here. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I have heard my
No.
children.
In gold.
Okay.
This is where diQ then draws the.
How many multicasts on Prey? I'm gonna say 2. What?
No, he'll do it right here.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
There's the one. There's the one.
One more. Here we go.
Failed.
He's throwing. Reported for throwing. That's match fixing right there.
Bad Ogre. Okay, mid tower's down. There's a
Yeah,
PA.
he's got both.
He has both.
Gee.
Spacebar Simulator, indeed. 2020 edition.
diQ.
Somebody said OMG 2.0 is finally looking great, PogChamp. I wonder. Oh, and that's before, dude. That's before what he's about to see. Actually, now that I see it, he's man. Whoever wrote that is gonna love what's about to happen. Man, that was quite the Ogre Soleimani combo.
Yeah, I need a cigarette after watching that. Dude. I feel dirty, honestly.
So we have to move to the new lobby, right?
The lobbies are done, so we just have to move, yeah. Everyone should be in. I think I prepared everything properly beforehand, so...
Lobby
Alright.
number 2.
So we're gonna be heading to game number 4. That's Raz turning the tables on diQ. So 1 to 2, time to switch the old mono black, maybe? What do you guys think?
No, just no thinking, just doing, just winning. That's how diQ does it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like you say, it feels like his shopping phase has been a bit off. And
But that's just me commentating in a nutshell. If anybody plays Mono Black, I'm just like, why are they buying this? But I don't know. I really think it was different that game because he had the payday in hand at the beginning. You know?
Let me just set it. You guys talk about something. I need to set up chat the lobby. Okay, diQ wants a 5-minute break. So, all right, RTN. If you're diQ, what do you switch to now?
Let's see. What has he got? He's got 1 mono red.
He's got 1 mono red. He's got 1 mono black. He's got red green ramp and red black with a PA.
You'd probably go on something like. I mean, you're probably getting switching off black. I mean, any of those lists are kind of probably fine.
I think at this point, Raz actually might be expecting him to go black again. You know?
Yeah, it's like you're either doing the like just play rock and just keep playing mono black, or you switch it up.
Does Raz have a mono red list to go on right now?
Yeah, both players have mono red. Yeah. The one,
Oh, dude.
Yeah. The main difference here is that Raz already won with ramp, with red green ramp, and obviously Raz has mono blue while diQ has mono black. So
I don't know. I mean, he might just stick on it. I mean, this is some ways it just makes sense to stay on it. In some ways, you know, because realistically, his best bet against blue is the mono black list. Although it's hard to say because it's in a 47 mono blue list, so and it's got Skyras, so maybe the mono red would beat it. But Raz is probably going to switch it up, most certainly.
If I were Raz, I'd play mono red. Just thinking that he's going to go with mono black again. I mean, that's...
Well, we will soon find out. I'm gonna quickly take a break myself to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow, he's just gonna leave us to fill his content for him.
Yeah, so we have 5 minutes to kill. Go ahead, baby. Say something stupid.
What do you mean? You can't just, you can't just force
I'm
content.
not forcing it, dude. Just be yourself, man.
Wow, that's the things Rashid thinks about his friends. He just thinks they're stupid. He's just by opening up your mouth, you're just going to say stupid things.
That's
I think Rashid's the one who put his foot in the mouth on this one.
How, dude? I've never said anything stupid or factually incorrect in my life.
Didn't you say that Dota is a fun and exciting game to watch?
It is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you watch fucking Smash, dude. So, like, any opinion you have is automatically invalid.
You don't let Melee in with Smash, okay? Watch Melee, okay, bro?
Melee, Valorant, whatever, they all suck dick.
Yeah.
I think they're all fine.
Alright. I mean, what else are we gonna spend time with besides arguing about what the best
I don't know,
esport
dude. You can tell us about what's your honest opinion about 2.0, baby.
I think it's a sack of dog shit. I think 1.0 is the superior game. But that's what?
Okay, well, this is being problematic. Baby's being a gamist.
A gamist? Dude, let's not get 9 banned from Twitch. Dude.
Hello,
what? What?
That was not.
Lately I've been giving Rashid way too much liberty.
I wasn't even talking.
Yesterday I went for a walk and I left Rashid talking on my stream.
It was baby, it wasn't me, dude.
Dude, Rashid tried to provoke me into saying bad stuff on your stream, and I didn't.
No, I didn't. I just asked you what's your opinion about 2.0, and you were sucking Richard Garfield's dick like usual.
I mean,
yeah, go on. Finish your sentence.
I got nothing. I love Richard Garfield.
I don't fuck that guy, dude.
Love.
I'll say.
Okay. Who do you dislike more than Eric Tams or Richard Garfield?
I don't dislike Eric Tams.
But you dislike Richard Garfield?
Yeah, I mean his handling of when fucking Artifact died was atrocious. Like that's what soured me on him, honestly.
So.
Oh, I'm talking to people on the wrong lobby. God damn it. Alright, players are back. So let's set the scene. This is gonna be game 4, guys. Hope everything's fine with the stream.
diQ really needs to win this because otherwise he's gonna have to win 3 straight and avoid draws while doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because the draw would lose him in this format. Because the draw counts for a win for both players. So, considering that, and considering the fact that we might go into a mono red mirror, and
it's a mono red for diQ and lich red for Raz.
Yeah, so I really think with those, with these red based decks in play, diQ really needs to avoid facing championship point, because if Raz is in a position where he can play to draw to win, and he's playing a red versus red decks, a lot of times you can be put in that position where you can force a draw.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's really interesting to theorize about that. I think Raz though chose the bad deck here. Like I can't believe that this is the best deck against mono red.
I mean, well, he didn't know he was playing against mono red, but he's got lodestone in his list.
I was gonna say he doesn't have the one lodestone, dude.
it may come into play, it may not. It's a one of. You never know.
What's going on here?
Does anybody remember watching Stormlight's Lodestones or the Mago Lodestones that we play, and then just never getting played?
Yeah, it's like he wants. It's like, oh,
everybody wanted it so bad.
Nothing happened.
Okay. So match is underway. Let's have a
Like
look.
the people want to see a Lodestone finish more than anything. You know, if there's anything that people want to see.
In the we play, that Mago one, we were definitely robbed of a Lodestone ending.
I just said that.
Oh, alright. That's I was tournament organizing, dude. Like, yeah, that's my excuse. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and eat my cake. Okay, be right back.
Really nice.
I'm gonna have his cake and eat it too. Wow. Slow opening here. No one's really got any good plays.
Wow, is this what commentary sounds like when I'm outside smoking? I'll come right back in.
I mean, there's nothing to happen. No one's got any plays.
What the
Here
fuck
waiting.
do you want me to say, then?
All right, here. So, coming out with the initiative, he has the Relentless Pursuit set up to set up a kill onto LC, which would also allow BB's armor to grow. We could talk about that.
He does it.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised he didn't go lane 1 for it. Oh, but he wants to nasal goo right here and take the kill, and then do it out lane 2. Better, yep.
Yeah, Rashid is a Gwent streamer now. He doesn't have much to say. You know?
I mean,
Crack and chill, and then hot.
oh, and this is just fantastic. Both players sitting with a dead smash in hand. Raz has 3 of them, and diQ has 2. So,
Oh wow. Ew.
ew, yeah.
I think again, this deck might have been like pointed towards winning against Mono Black.
Man, Mono Black changed everything.
It does, right? I had a huge discussion in the official Discord the other day because some guy was trying to talk about meta without knowing meta. Anyway, that's besides the point. So
That was a good play there. Although he's kind of blocked, so we'll see.
what's with everyone playing Veil now? I like it.
Dude,
man. I really like it.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Veils.
I mean,
Veil was in mono red before, so that's not a new thing.
but it wasn't consensual. Like it wasn't not consensual. What's the word? It wasn't. God damn it. In Portuguese, that's how you say it, dude. What's the word? It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like wasn't. Yeah, okay, it's something like that. Like not everyone used it. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
The most popular choice, though. I mean, so
Did I
that
send
makes
you that shit about me getting jailbaited? We could talk about that later.
Dude, you don't want to talk about that publicly.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
I don't know, your track record, dude, just puts me on
my
it.
Dude, come on. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's weird to have the Assassin's Veil in Raz's list, at least, I feel like.
Yeah, I
Somewhat.
don't see that.
I mean, to think about Assassin's Veil, it's so bad of an item they didn't include it in 2.0. So.
Well, I mean, one of the main strengths here is obviously masking a flask. So.
I guess it does do that. I mean, I've towards the end, once we kind of figured out Stonehold Plate was good, I was cutting it for Stonehold Plate.
I mean,
You know.
covering for the flask isn't even good because covering for 5-cost items is just better. If you have all 5 costs, then they have.
Yeah,
no
but you're
clue.
doing that anyway because everyone plays Jaspers and Boots. So.
I think the thing with the flask is you're basically doing the same thing anyway. It's like if you're gonna put a health item on, it's the only difference is instead of healing all of your health up, it just heals 4 essentially in terms of the game. So a player is going to treat it kind of the same way.
That is true. That's a good point. All right, so lane 3 is looking like a big fiesta. And meanwhile, in mid, looks like if Raz doesn't do anything, it's going to be a good trade for diQ. So both players assessing the status of the game and passing without doing anything, interestingly. Initiatives on diQ's side, he might just duel here. Yeah. So much value, like, you get the kill, you get the armor, and you hit the tower. You cannot pass that.
Oh yeah, just too good.
And he's still got enough mana. Yeah,
he knew he had the blink too, so if he waited, he's just going to put the blink on.
And he is the player that has to deploy next turn, so he should be able to press an advantage here. I'd be surprised if Raz doesn't blink out of this lane right here.
Yeah, he really needs to, because while it was nice and flashy to use the Relentless Pursuit to get in here, he really does not want two heroes in this lane.
Nothing.
Who do you blink though, the Bristle?
Find purpose.
Yeah, Bristle.
Yeah, but it's so easy to kill though.
I raise the bull snake high. I'll use this soon.
Well, there you go. Oh.
Ow, wow.
Okay. So you might be thinking of blinking the Tide there in that case. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, the creeps.
Nobody had the blink. Doesn't the blink dagger anymore? He equipped it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, what the hell. Okay, so just wants the tower damage. But he gets that lucky creep deploy, so he doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, he got lucky with the creeps because Tide's not going anywhere, and the creeps are in here.
Very lucky if those creeps are actually going to give him a chance back into the lane, because in these red-based matchups, or red, black, red, but mainly red matchups, it's very, very costly to give up a lane like that this early in the game. You know, allowing diQ to just focus on 2 lanes in this point, when 80 isn't really in play, like in other decks, when it's more just about actually winning 2 out of 3 and not just maybe 80, then that's just so costly. So, but with the second Berserker's Call in hand, he might feel like it's worth it to use one of them on creeps to push mid.
Gotta load stone.
Yeah, yeah.
I fear nothing.
Now that's a good brawler. Value, but there were phase boots, so...
Exactly.
Does he want to put like the LC in front of that, or... I don't know, that's a good question. What he's going to switch? Oh, he's going to switch the Tide.
Well, the Veil can still deal with... Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Tide will be able to tank that for 5 turns. Look at that. One day the Brawler will kill Tide.
Are you thinking of Berserker's Calling here? I mean, it's 12 damage. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
thinking
would.
about it. Yeah.
I just would, yeah. I mean, the creeps are nice to get that card out. Unfortunately, he has another, but... Now, here's the thing. I think... It's unfortunate that we get to see the Lich deck make its debut against Mono Red, because the Chain Frost is looking a little sad.
Chain Frost would be fine here next turn. It's just the problem if he has right now is that the turn afterwards, he's going to have to... The Lodestone won't be really all that great.
Well, now it's a little bit better. And Axe is sitting on the 1 armor, because he got hit by a Nasal Goo. He did Kraken Shell, but... that is going to be very impactful. So now he's going to take quite a bit more damage from a potential Chain Frost. BB still has the armor, and in lane 1, but yeah, it's only going to be last lane that he can get value out of Chain Frost. So I'm a little surprised that he blinks out of there right now. What about you?
Because he's going to die too now. You know, so the Lodestone isn't even going to come into play on like turn 8.
With TOT in hand, he doesn't want anybody dying on turn 7. If anything, he wants to die this turn so he can come back on 8. But dying next turn is definitely not what you want. He wants as much TOT value as possible, especially with the TOT to match on the other side of the field. I mean, both players are going to be fishing for those turn 7 kills right here, and I feel like he just gave it to him.
I kind of feel like you committed so much by not blinking the previous round and then dueling the Beastmaster that it feels weird not to take the tower damage, but it is pretty much lethal there right now, and the creeps land mid for diQ, so...
Guess he knows he's pretty much got last lane. diQ knows he's got mid lane, so they're both just fighting over first.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty symmetrical, this lane, huh?
Oh, but the Chain Frost would have been able to secure the initiative for the Time of Triumph on the next turn, and with Tidehunter in play too, that makes it even more impactful. Now he's going to just die. He's not going to be able to ever play the Chain Frost once TOT's played on the other side of the field.
He might be able to play Lodestone the next turn though when he comes back, but then he might, you know, but that may not matter.
Oh, I forgot about Lodestone.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, that's really good for diQ.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe he tries to play for an enough magic next round. Because if he can delay the TOT for one round...
Well, the problem is he's not going to have initiative anymore. diQ is going to hold it here, and if he had to, he would have played Kraken Shell in mid, and there's no response from Raz.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see.
Well, the other problem is that Berserker's Call, he wasn't right next to the Tide.
Now he is.
And now he can get Ravaged. He can get Ravaged or Primaled.
I think there was an argument for not... Okay, he gives back initiative.
Yeah, Primal. So now he's got Primal on problems. But he doesn't have initiative now, so...
Yeah, he can
I don't
enough
think
magic.
he needs the initiative, though. Like, he can just brute force lane 1 and win this with TOT. Now that he got those kills, and he's up 4-2. And he knows he's not going to get bursted for 32 damage in mid lane anytime soon.
No creeps on the left. Raz enough magics, and then when diQ load TOTs, he lodestones. Oh my god, it's 4, 12,
Magic
16.
just kills your... Magic just kills your axe, and then you go into a 5v...
It's not great.
3 instead of a 4v2. It's still a 2 hero differential.
The alternative is even worse, where you get Tithed and TOT'd.
Oh, and he's got all 3 TOTs.
Yeah, this isn't gonna end well for Raz.
Let's end this quick and find a champion.
Wait, double TOT is lethal with Lodestone, isn't it?
Possibly harm axe now.
5, 10, 20. If he... Oh shit, if he TOTs again...
Wait. What? Wait. Oh my god.
Wait.
That's 20 damage?
Yes, 20 damage, that's it.
We're gonna see it.
No, he's gonna Tide Stun. If he only hits one of them, though. If he only hits one of them.
But it might be a draw.
Oh.
This looks great on me.
Oh, he's gonna.
It might be a draw anyway, and a draw counts as a win for both players. So this is good for Raz anyway.
The Lodestone gets the draw. You're right. The Lodestone will take draw. Dude, the Lodestone could win. He still has Tide Stun next turn, dude.
Could use it here though.
If he doesn't use it here, he loses the game.
No, I'm saying Raz has Tide Stun next turn.
That.
But it doesn't matter, because if diQ doesn't Ravage right now, he's gonna lose the game instantaneously. He needs to Ravage right now. He just doesn't... There's no way of him knowing it. He has to have, like, really big insight.
He has to remember Lodestone. I mean, these players have spent thousands of hours not playing around Lodestone.
Oh, shit.
That's game.
Oh my god, we're gonna see it! We're actually about to see
my
it!
God.
It's about to happen! He has the initiative, he has lethal on lane 3! He has perfect... Look, 4, 9...
Raz has got to be dancing in his chair right now.
It's perfect lethal with the Lodestone! Oh my god! How long... Dude, this never happened.
This is so much hype.
Oh my god, count it up, boys. 4, 9, 14, 20. Perfect lethal. Don't put the LC there, that's 21. No!
Imagine diQ's face when the screen goes black out of nothing right now. In 3 seconds.
Oh my god.
It was
Do you guys
diQ.
even remember the animation? You never see it.
diQ
Oh,
won't even have. Does he even have a Jaspers?
please.
He didn't even get a
Oh, the
Jasper.
BM.
Yes! 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 Oh!
Absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Woo. Oh man, what a game. I did
Wow.
not see the game ending like this. I thought Raz
Wow.
was out of it. Wow.
Oh.
That's a 3-1, and that's a situation that where you were just talking about that, like, diQ is completely against the wall. He's wasted 3 games on mono black, and now, I mean, he switched back to his favorite deck, but
now his favorite deck is the one that's most likely to get a draw. As I was saying.
yeah.
So I think you have to consider that. I mean, they call it Tie of Triumph for a reason, right?
I actually never heard that before.
You haven't?
No.
He says, "Did I just miss lethal with boots the previous turn?"
Oh man,
Did he? I didn't see it.
no, he didn't.
I didn't see it either. I think it you
I
should have
thought-
just stunned is what it was. I think.
Dude, he's got.
So
oops, I gotta put my deck in.
we're gonna have to see diQ put his his mental game's got to step up. Like, this is the situation where card game players often fail, where you're behind and it starts to feel really shitty. But you really have to shake that off.
Oh, the mirror matchup.
Yeah.
And it's also one of these situations where if this had been a true double elimination tournament, diQ wouldn't be so bad. But right, Raz coming
this is
from
it.
yeah, this
We
is
have a
it.
mono red mirror, and as I was
First
saying,
match
this
points.
matchup produces the most draws out of any matchup in the game by far, and a draw equals a win for Raz. So that's why I don't like this at all. Oh my god, Sucker Punch? What the fuck? Dude, he's gonna Sucker Punch him. He's gonna hold initiative and Sucker Punch him for the BB. Oh my god, this is the dream. This is the Sucker Punch dream right here, is it not?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than this.
He just runs the 1-of as well. So, whose deck do you favor here?
Both have smashes. Both have 2 smashes.
There's a Maul on the accused side.
Raz has Ogre Conscript. What's the reasoning behind that?
Oh, wish I knew.
I don't know. I guess having it pushes more damage than the he cut the brawlers.
Yeah. I wish I could be inside Raz's brain. There's some stuff going on in there. It's a little bit past my level, you know. Ooh.
Cinematic? Oh man, that looks so good.
I know, you've never seen that either. Never seen it.
Amazing to me how fat everything looks compared to
Yeah.
2.0.
Oh man, I love the 1.0 stats. I love them.
It's like fat in terms of like the big stats. Just all the units look so much bigger on the screen.
All right. Yeah, that is true as well.
For the glory of Stonehall.
Both players are getting some really solid opening hands here, but diQ just has more 4-drops than he can even play, which is not a bad problem to have when you're on mono red. The Smash, though, he is the first player to pull Smash, which is unfortunate.
That will balance out as the game progresses.
Both only have 2, so it's not like they have a great chance of drawing them.
Let's see.
But the way Raz's luck has been going in general, you know, he probably won't draw it.
That looks like.
Oh, I'm
is gonna
looking
go
at it.
left.
I'm looking right now. He did miss lethal with boots. It was
He did?
4 more damage. Yeah.
Oh damn. We were so focused on the lodestone, we did not even look at the damage. And he had time though, he had like a couple of minutes, but whatever. What do you think of this triple deployment on the left? Is he gonna TP beast out?
I would, but I don't know. Dying here is not. Thing is, you don't in the mono red mirror. There's no real silver lining to losing heroes as much as there is in other matchups. You know, you're just losing stats. You know, so yeah, I think he's going to. But I'm a little surprised he didn't put down units beforehand. Oh, diQ has combat training in this list.
Combat training, the the once all-star of the mono red deck.
I will fight
On the duel. I hope he can't use it.
So did you know
he could play Lego and then he could use it, like if he wanted to block. Just playing the card would give him the Dresden's damage to kill it. But that's probably not worth it, right? No. Blocking 12 damage. But it's only blocking 8 after that.
It pushes 3. Or 4, actually. And kills the creep.
My instincts are home.
Oh yeah, with the Veil he's got the kill. So Phase Boots, however, then he's not going to be able to save his LC in last. Well, he'll have to play a unit. He's fine in last.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Veil move as much, but whatever.
Still, the Dresden's putting in work.
Yeah.
Usually I feel like I don't like Dresden's in the mirror, however, really came through right there. Might continue to. However, Raz has used everything and now he's not able to shut down that Stone Hall in mid.
He's gonna have a decent Berserker's Call next round though.
I'll do
if he wants to use it, of course.
Oh, the turn. Going from surviving, killing a opponent to almost dying yourself.
Yep. You say that like you've experienced a lot of pain from that in the past. Look at that! Look at that 2 damage. Oh baby.
Dying in mono red mirrors is not the worst early on. Just means you get to move.
Yeah, it depends who's getting the kills as well though. Like if it's the Bristle, though. Bristle becomes quite the unstoppable force.
Who's the unstoppable object?
So, if the LC lands left, he can pump his own elite with the Berserker's Call, potentially. Get an X kill. Oh, he doesn't get an X kill, actually.
Yeah, this smash in diQ's hand is just, ugh.
Yeah, as much as he's curved out beautifully, he's really low on resources now, and Raz's top end of his hand is about to get activated.
Exactly.
So he needs to pull good stuff. Yeah, that's just nothing right there. I'm sorry. Oh, at least Raz gets his smash.
The jungle protects its own.
Oh, that's a nice pull. That's a very nice pull.
Come face me.
Yeah, dueling for the sake of not even having a better play. That's kind of what it feels like right now, at least to me.
This is a very weak duel. Plus, the beast is almost dead as well.
And that being said, Raz is stuck with these 2 Berserkers in hand, and I don't really think it's even worth it to use it in mid or last turn. Though, I mean... Oh, he survives that? Yeah, I guess that was worth it.
Definitely.
That's pretty good. He can get dueled now, though.
Doesn't
But I mean,
matter.
he's dominating this lane still. So
he's dominating, and he's got more cards in hand. He's dealing more damage. I think he's winning in most metrics, except number of TOTs in hand.
And remember, this is diQ's tournament life on the. This is for all the marbles.
Yeah.
If he loses this is a 4-1. And if he has to win it too, he can't tie this game either. So he can't play into a TOT draw.
Turn 8's gonna be crazy.
I think he needs tied shenanigans to win from this position. I mean, he's too low on resources. He does have that TOT.
Yeah, that's the one advantage he has, apparently.
Yeah, he's got the TOT.
Raz does not have it.
Yeah, and he might get a good TOT in first lane, but and the creeps go. Oh, and with the curve as well, he's gonna be on the elite, and with the spring, I think he's gonna take a lot of damage in lane 3.
I wasn't looking. Did he buy that to Magicking Maul just to get to Blink Dagger quicker? Because I think that's a drastic mistake. I mean, first of all, he doesn't even need it this turn. I don't think he needs to move into last lane this turn. I think it's much better to get a potential for 2 Blink Daggers next turn when you can potentially blink even more TOT units out of lane 1. But the Magic Maul is completely dead. If he just bought that just to get to blink quicker this turn, I mean, I can't see that being worth it. You know, especially not with the possibility of equipping blink and then getting tide stunned.
Well, things are turning though.
Yeah. What if he gonna blink? You know, like last lane, he's got nothing to do. He could blink, I guess, in the mid lane.
I mean, he's got a smash and a Magic Maul in hand.
Yeah, but Raz has 2 smashes, and diQ drew a Spring the Trap as well, so things are evening out, it looks like to me.
Evening out as far as completely dead cards are concerned.
Well, in some metrics, yeah. I'm also kind of surprised that Raz sprang the trap in lane 1. But...
diQ still has the TT though, so...
Yeah, if Raz can pull it though, he's just been given the advantage in that lane.
Gonna blink Axe out of here. Yeah, may as well. There's just nothing happening. Oh no.
That also threatens the kill. He's got Fountain Flask. I think that's what he's thinking. But he's lost his armor, so even after the Fountain Flask, he's not going to be able to survive this. Yep.
He's gonna have to put a hero back here if he wants to take any damage, if he wants to take this tower.
Exactly, and he's already put so much work into it already. So,
come face me.
It'd be hard pressed to think that he just wants to leave it right now. But he's got 3 deployments, so that's good.
You really want to get that Stonehall leap down.
When he gets a Jasper's on the perfect timing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Raz does not have Jaspers, does he?
Nope. So this is going to be a big turn for diQ.
He does have the initiative though, and the tide is getting automatically hit.
Yeah,
so.
but it's a wide lane though. Yeah, feel like diQ's.
Ooh, both heroes dodging.
Oh, okay. diQ's definitely getting what he needs.
That was a 1 in 3 chance right there.
That's not what Raz wants to see.
Absolutely not.
I don't think you go for the Ravage.
No, I think you need it later. Not good enough right now. And you see the 5 cost in hand anyway.
Oh, he gets it! He goes for it and he gets it. But he's gonna get screwed by Jaspers though.
Still. I mean, he hit everything. That's still really good.
That's huge. He can make the lane wide by using the Call of the Wild. He can spring the trap. That's like a relevant amount of damage.
It's too bad he doesn't have another control card right now to shut down TOT. He'd be in a great position if he did. Now he's kind of trapped here. I mean, he doesn't
pushing so much, so it's gonna be interesting. Like if Raz gets his TOT next turn, he might still be fine.
You lost control of the situation, Tristan.
He's pushing for it.
Will restore order.
Yeah, he wants damage.
He wants to go wide as much as possible so that he can avoid the cleave. And I like it.
The forest has made
with the
every
nasal
play he needs to do gives him the Trisdans, so
He's wide enough, he might be able to outwide the TOT. I mean, right now he's dealing 20 damage to it, and diQ's hand, even though he's got the TOT down, it's still as small as ever. Okay, now he can take the kill on, and there's no item to prevent. He can get Brawler here. I don't know if Raz can still take mid. That's what I'm worried about.
That's not 2, so it's kind of like...
Doesn't look too bad. There's no deployments for either player.
diQ's winning in first lane, but he's not really doing much damage in either of the other lanes.
Oh, he puts the Brawler here. Are you a little surprised to see that here instead of mid lane? RTN? I thought he was gonna put it in mid.
It's better to push here. It's a lot easier to push here. It's hard to say though, because like the Beastmaster easily dies. Doesn't grab initiative. That's interesting.
Without having the Ravage, yeah, it's weird. Kind of feel like you Berserker's Call to kill the beast, prevent the Call of the Wild, and then hope that the creep jumps the...
Raz now has the Jaspers, and diQ doesn't have a Blink.
Oh my goodness, he didn't get Blink. He did get card. Oh, another Kraken Shell. That's 3 worthless cards now.
The blood of my enemies will...
Oh, and the Time of Triumph! There it is!
Oh, he gets it from the spot weakness. That's huge.
You can't play it this turn.
No, but it's very relevant either way. He's got a deployment coming in. diQ is gonna try to swap with the bearer. He's got lethal on the tower either way.
Prevent that was just using the Berserker's Call. Question is if he wants to use that here or someplace else.
Yeah, decides he wants lethal right here, right now.
Yeah, I like the play. It's forcing
So now
the
they
Ravage.
trade. Yeah, they trade. So it's a question of what the Ravage does.
He draws another creep.
So, do you go for the one-man TOT this turn if you're Raz? That's what I'm wondering.
I would have said no, but now that he's used the Berserker's Call, I think he has to.
Oh, hits everything.
Well, 1. So you got 50-50. You can use the Jasper.
Yeah, but I mean, the Stonehall is all that would have been nice to miss. You know, the creep wouldn't have mattered. He does have Pillager. Oh my god, just look at diQ's hand.
Drop Pillager and TOT last, I think.
I mean, yeah, but that's looking at his hand that we say dropped Pillager and TOT last. I mean, yeah, and so there's the pass.
The pass.
That's fine, that's 4 damage on the tower. Axe is still blocked. Keeps initiative. I think it's
Still
gonna
probably
take
heal here.
You think I travel alone?
I can't really use the Pillager.
And what will diQ do? Kraken Shell twice to survive?
He wants the TOT for last lane, maybe?
I don't fear the hunter's arrow.
Wow. Absolutely out of options.
Nah, I mean, that's, yeah. That's when you're out of options right there. If he TOTs now, it kills it. Just saying.
Yeah, he can blink away though? Okay. He wants to just TOT mid and end the game.
Or first.
He can't even buy a potion now.
Exactly.
To get a card.
Gets a TP. Raz.
Yeah, because I think he wants to win in first and second.
Yeah, it's great for Raz that he knows the beast is holding the only possible blink for diQ. Because it's just having these 3 heroes stuck here. It's basically what gives him the safety to win the game.
Will he get a... No, he gets the Berserkers, so he could prevent some of this.
You know, I'm really not sure that diQ should have spent that gold last turn because I think that Blink Dagger is his only hope. Like, he needs to get out of this lane that he already won and defend the other ones just with this dead hand, you know?
So he's thinking how to use those phase boots to maximize the berserkers, but yeah, I think it's just go for it.
We'll crash over you like a wave.
Yeah, now Raz has to worry about a 4-turn. Or a 2-turn here.
Yeah. But he's still got 2 creeps in hand. He's got a TP too. I don't know.
Okay, well, diQ just takes that off the table.
To an extent, but he's still at the mercy of the top deck right now. 80's on the table though, but let's remember that the tie is not acceptable for diQ, and I'm seeing the potential for that happening. Just with these tower damages, all coming very, very quickly to an abrupt end in their life.
Yeah, I think both players are trying to figure out if they want to hold their creeps for mid lane.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Oh, and yeah, so Raz is thinking about that, and he's...
I'll make it quick.
Ooh.
So he's trying not to get 80'd in this lane. That's why he's going to block here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got the Red Mist Pillager.
But what else is diQ threatening besides the 80? I guess he's threatening last lane, but just looking at his hand, I know he can't get it.
If the money's good, there's no one we won't kill.
I mean, the thing to think about is the fact that Raz just doesn't have... He hasn't taken this... He's not going to be able to take this tower this turn. You know, he could put the Pillager down, but... You know, he still has to wait till next turn.
Yeah, if he puts that Pillager down, then he potentially has no blockers or plays in last lane, which he's got to be worried about losing. However, he knows his opponent only has 1 card.
Yeah, and probably assumes it's probably Smash or something useless.
You got to be thinking it's Smash or Crack, just how he hasn't played it.
Doesn't even get the thing.
Time for us to get to work.
No.
Oh, wow. And now
Why?
does he order TP
Now he can't get
up?
Blink.
That's
Now he can't get Blink, dude. That's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. That was
X
so not
is,
worth it. It
X is
still
down.
dies.
It's
Whoop.
You mean BB?
I mean, in lane 3, X is theoretically dying. He's got a blink. He would have gotten enough gold if he got both kills, but this way he gets just the tower damage.
Yeah, no, he can't. He can only get up to 6 now. No, that's horrible, dude. Why would you do that? I mean, can you guys give me an excuse for pumping that? I don't think that's even close to worth it.
I think he was banking on killing Bristle and X. That's the only...
I think what he was doing is he wanted to kill Bristle, and then if he knows if he gets rid of him, then he pushes damage.
And he can afford the blink if he gets both the kills. But, well, I guess it's a risk. I think that's pretty damn risky, though. I mean...
If he gets a blink, what's he going to do? Blink one of his TOT heroes out to another lane? It's not like it makes... I mean, I guess he could do it to last lane, but I don't know. He doesn't really have...
You blink the last and you win the game.
Bristol,
yeah, that would have done it.
Position.
Both players pull enough magic, though.
There's a duel. And he doesn't have lethal here yet.
I don't have lethal. Oh, man.
Just what I needed.
Raz doesn't have anything to get lethal at the moment. I mean, he could do
The melee creep in last is preventing lethal. Just, it's blocking the brawler as well as loyal beast.
If he duels DLC with, let me think, 14 minus 4. If he duels DLC, he could get lethal here, but then he doesn't get it in mid. He's got to draw a card first, though. There's the Potion of Knowledge.
Would he get lethal? Because he could still place the Red Mist down.
Both
I
players
see.
just
He then
refusing
blocks.
to pull Primal Roar. A
Yes.
card that they're both playing around right now. at every moment. Neither of them have it.
I guess I'm assuming potion here is probably the next play. The one thing that Raz has been spending his money on that diQ has not. He's been spending it on potions. It was a weird move.
He wants to get the
He's just trying
kill.
to buy,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'd probably say potion is the best in this matchup, right?
It can be, although sometimes you just like you need those blinks. Blink is like the most important in this. Blink and Jasper daggers. I don't like health items really don't matter that much.
Tresdens.
Just I mean they can, but you know sometimes if you buy them too much, you can get outmobility.
I don't fear the hunter's arrow.
And now he can take this duel. I think he should drop the loyal beast first.
Yeah.
So that when there's only one action, oh my goodness. If you drop the loyal beast and then duels, then he still has 5 mana left for enough magic and he can only block one of them. But the 8 siege damage is already going through, meaning that he would have 2 units to block with only one turn.
The pillars are curving twice in mid.
Did the pillager just curve again?
Yeah, he did. He curved twice.
Okay, he who ravages first wins.
The ravage
right,
is only for Raz because
the only one that has
diQ
ravage.
doesn't have it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So he ravaged first. That's why. Okay.
Yeah,
Because yeah, let's see what happens in the last middle lane.
Dude, using that ravage a turn early.
Let's see what Raz purchases. Oh, phase boots.
Still no
I think
blink.
diQ is in top deck desperation right now.
Berserker's TOT.
Magic in lane 1. They're in mid lane. That's the tournament right there.
Yes.
It's over.
It's over.
Raz is your ACS 2 champion. With Lodestone. With Lodestone.
Good matches, man. Good series of matches. Honestly, like even the bad matchups ended up being like way more hype than you'd expect. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Raz is your season 2 champion. Very well deserved, I'm gonna say. I mean, shame for diQ because he missed the lethal on that Lodestone game, like the previous one.
I was gonna do the thing that everybody does, where they're like, "Oh, I lost to the winner of the tournament," but I lost to both these guys. So,
well, I mean, it is somewhat of an upgrade for diQ because he finished 3rd, so now he finished 2nd. So it's not.
Yeah, so
like
in ACS,
it's not
when
bad.
you do this again, next ACS that you're gonna put on,
he's pretty much a luck. He's pretty much a luck to win.
Yeah.
The one thing, the biggest loser here, though, is mono black. I mean, let's be honest. It got over this tournament. It got dumpstered on this tournament completely.
It's only good in one deck format. Okay, guys. It's not built for this. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
adversity.
but Raz teched super hard against it, and he had already previously done that too. Like it's not like diQ wasn't expecting that at all or something. So overall,
what is Raz gonna buy with his 300 euros?
I wish I knew a boat. That's what Sneaky was gonna buy.
I mean, I don't know. He might be able to buy one of the Eastern Bloc countries somewhere. You know, I'm sure they're pretty low with the economic problems going on in the world. You know, they're probably pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, I guess that means that if there's a 3rd season, Raz is invited. But I'm gonna say all my invites bombed pretty hard. Who did I invite again? Let me see. It was Mez. It was Baby.
I'm pretty sure 2 out of 3 of those guys didn't even win a match. Just saying.
Yeah, and Wuhak as well. Sorry, Wuhak.
Pretty sure I was the best performing player.
Again,
of the...
dude, it's because you usurped my fucking
Oh,
invite, dude.
Rashid is still here.
promised me.
Rashid is still here. Oh wow, you were so
Dude,
quiet. dude.
Commentary. My job is to fill time between games.
So you're basically the Slacks of this tournament.
No, I'm better than Slacks.
Wow. What if Slacks hears you? What if Slacks is in chat, dude?
Slacks is if you're in chat, suck my dick.
Jeez.
I mean, Slacks is now the Slacks of Artifact, so
It's true. All right, so I think yeah, it was pretty cool to organize this. You know, at times it's a huge pain in the ass to organize these things. At times, I'm gonna say, especially having a full like a normal job besides it. But it was pretty satisfying. Like, I'm sorry that it took like a month or a month, maybe even 2 months. How long did it take to organize the finals, man? I don't know.
Yeah, what was that about, man? What's your problem?
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy to give Raz the money. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say there's
imagine paying somebody 250 euros after that. Like if they
yeah, again, no comment. So
you spent a while imagining that, didn't you?
I did. And now I actually have some spare money because there was some extra money donated to me by Pronto. Because there was like, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was like a really weird bet with Short Hauler. And I mean, I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but bottom line is I got $100 and I put some of it here. And so I still have a small purse for a third season prize pool, but yeah, this is the end
for
of
1.0.
No way, man, no way.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm sorry, man. I love this game, but let bygones be bygones. I'm done with it.
You guys are gonna like bet money on 2.0?
It's got a ways to go, man. It's got a ways.
He never said where ACS 3 would be. it could be in Underlords. I mean,
Could be in Gwent, dude.
Dude, let's just play fucking Hearthstone for ACS 3. Who cares?
The Artifact Championship Series in Hearthstone. That's gonna work.
Anything but 2.0. Just any other game. Like, fuck it.
You gotta be optimistic. I think they're doing a decent job of listening to the community and testing stuff out. They're testing the different implementations of the Courier and the Blink Scroll now, so that's cool. And I like the job that Eric Thames is doing. I don't like all the changes, but I agree with the way that he's like leading the project. So we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, like I said, there is some money. So if the spectator client works, or if they implement tournaments, and there's the will to do it, maybe we'll do a third season on 2.0.
I mean, that's really what they should be doing, right? I mean, there's money to be had, so like get the tournament client out there.
Yeah. We know. I mean, we know it's coming. It's just we don't know.
I heard there was going to be a $1 million $1 million tournament. Where did I hear that? Or that was for a different game.
Was going to be in Iran dollars?
Oh, yeah, that already happened. You're right. Sorry, my bad, chat. Fake news. There's no 1 mil tournament. Everybody go home. It's not happening.
Went home? I mean, who's watching at this point?
Yeah. Are we interviewing Raz or what?
Get that guy in here, yeah. I need to text someone really quick.
I'm not smoking, dude.
Rashid, step in.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Hey, Rashid, do anything. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I mean, I don't know how much English, because I think he's denied interviews in the past because he's not so happy to...
Said he can.
He can?
Is he
English? Raz!
This time he gets to talk to me, dude. Woo! That's the difference. Right, Raz?
Congratulations, Raz.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Hey, man. Well done. So, okay, first question has got to be, how does it feel to win a game with Lodestone?
I was so hyped when he missed lethal. I was recounted at 20 armor 2 times. It was amazing.
We were so excited that we did not even notice that he missed lethal. We only noticed afterwards.
Nine, did you cut out?
Hello?
I think he cut out. I was gonna say I was sad that he deployed the LC there to make it 21 damage instead of 20.
Hello?
We can hear you now. Or we could.
Oh yeah, I think my internet just had a slight bump. Yeah, I was just saying we missed lethal. We did not even. We were so hyped about the lodestone. We missed that the IQ didn't hit lethal. But it's a pretty cool game. So, did you feel maybe that your mono blue was like? Tell me, what do you think about the end one with me? Because we have the impression it wasn't so good.
It's depends on match, but versus mono black. I don't know what to say.
You like it?
My opponent should play 2-3 items in one hero, so he can just play, for example, Tyrann or Dominator on one hero, because I can copy it. He should use also Dagger on his hero, so I also I can still copy my daggers or 10 cost item. I don't remember what name was it. It's also win me a few games when I participate with Storm.
Alright, I mean, the bottom line is the games I think were really good. I think overall you were, in my opinion, definitely the best player in this season, because you were the one that was the most dedicated to the format. You adapted most of your decks. You chose your decks really well. I think you are definitely I mean, I'm super happy that you took it, because I felt like from all the players that were in, you were the one that was the most committed to it. So very, very, very deserved, most definitely. And yeah, I don't know if you guys want to ask any other questions about the decks or the games or the tournament or something.
I want to personally thank you, Raz, for beating the IQ. Fuck that guy.
Yep. I think Dick was have chance to win me if we play in Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Oh, shit.
Oh man,
that's
savage.
Savage.
Oh man.
All right. So how are you enjoying Artifact 2, man?
At current moment, I don't like it.
Oh, what a surprise! A long hauler who doesn't like 2.0.
Why? What do you not like?
I think it's so alpha. Don't have any events to play. Few hero draft, it's so unskillable. In reason you just pick heroes and get random cards. I don't like it at current moment. If they will the old draft, when you pick cards, when you, I don't know.
I think they will. Yeah, you just have to wait. They will.
Yeah. I just talk about current moment. I think if they will upgrade it and update, it can be a good game. But at current moment, I don't like it.
So what are you going to spend your 250 euros on?
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna buy pizza for Stormlight.
Pizza for Stormlight? Yeah, that's really nice of you. Why? He helped to test with you?
Yeah, he helped me to play its matchups, because Artifact 1.0 just died. Nobody plays. I searched for games for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is
so
important.
He helped you practice. Nice. Shoutouts to Stormlight.
Yeah. Also a competitor of the first season, was not in the second one, but we'll see.
I was losing to Stormlight in first season last slot game.
Yeah, you guys played for the game against each other.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
All right. So I think that that does it for the ACS, guys. Thank you so much, Raz. You have to give me your PayPal thingy so I can pay you. And otherwise, yeah, thank you so much. Congratulations once again. Thanks for everyone that's watching, all 5 of you. And yeah, it was a blast to organize this. And yeah, like I said, I think this to me this marks the end of 1.0. So it's a mix of good and bad feelings, but yeah.
I really think the best player won this tournament. I mean, what Nine said is true. Your preparation was impeccable. I mean, you prepared for each match like other players did not. I mean, each match, other players kind of played the same decks in each match, and they just kind of like, tried to force it. But you really teched your decks for each different player that you play. So, very well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so with that, I think I'll turn off the stream. Maybe I'll stream some Artifact 2 later, but we'll see. For now, I hope all of you have a great rest of the weekend and enjoy, and keep long hauling until we get this game in a place where we all like. All right, so thanks to everyone who casted with me. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to all the players. Thanks to basically the whole community, because you guys are like awesome. And yeah, see you guys around. Bye bye.
Congrats. Bye-bye. See ya.